Hey everyone, Joe here. Well, today I got another gear review for you. Now what we have today is SPL DeVerb Plus. And it's a VST plugin that I've been using quite a few years. I got it from Plugin Alliance probably 4 or 5 years ago now. And I've actually used it quite often, and it really does help a lot of times save my audio when I'm recording part of my studio office here that's not sound treated. And you get a lot of that echo and stuff, for example, like off my cement walls and stuff. That really ruins the audio and the listening experience of your audio as a video. So anyway, if you have those type of issues, if you're live streaming, you're podcasting, product reviews, vlogging, or whatever you do, this could be a plugin that you might be interested in. Now, before we get into this little demo and review, check out this awesome product from A Shampoo. A Shampoo Backup Pro 14 backs up your data and operating system automatically to all common storage types and cloud services. Always up-to-date backups take the fear out of hardware failure, OS issues, or malware infections. Don't miss my demo and review of Backup Pro 14. Plus, learn more and download your free trial by clicking the links in the description below. Okay, everybody. I already have SPL DeVerb opened up here inside Resolve's Fairlight digital audio workstation. And like you can tell by looking at it, there's a lot to this plugin. You basically have like 3 knobs, a limiter button, and a few LEDs. But don't let that fool you. This plugin actually works really, really well. Now, of course, over here on the side, we have a reverb reduction. It goes from 0 to a -24 to kind of really reduce out any reverb. Now, this plugin actually doesn't work by trying to filter out the reverb itself, but more or less trying to reduces the sustain. Now, we have a limit button here. We have our dry-wet mix, with wet being 100% of the plugin being mixed in and dry being none of the plugin mixed in. So with wet dry mix, that means this is a parallel processor VST plugin. So it does parallel processing. So you have both a processed and an unprocessed signal going through it at the same time here. Now over here, our second big button is the output gain. Now, for the most part, you won't really be touching the output gain here. It is normally something unless you actually need to leave set at 0. However, if you happen to notice this OVL LED down here, labeled as overload, if that lights up, you'll want to reduce this. But for the most part, I just leave it set to 0 and just kind of boost it. If you need to kind of do any boost and post, do it elsewhere, like in EQ or whatnot. But yeah, I'd normally leave this set to 0 unless the overload button starts lighting up. Now, right above that, we have this other called SIG, which is a signal button. That simply just lets you know there's a signal coming in. So let me play a little bit of audio here. Demo audio for SPL DeVerb Plus. As you can see, the signal light is lighting up when audio comes in. Same processing technique as the Transient Designer Plus. Okay. So right now, I have it set to default, which is nothing. It's turned off. And for the most part, the reduction on the sustain here, the reverb is at 0. So let me play this audio clip, and I'm going to slowly raise the reduction here up for you. SPL's differential envelope technology revolutionized dynamic processing with a level-independent method. And now the DeVerb sounds more like SPL's original hardware than ever. Demo audio for SPL DeVerb Plus. The DeVerb Plus micro plugs employs the same processing technique as the Transient Designer Plus. SPL's differential envelope technology revolutionized dynamic processing with a level-independent method. And now the DeVerb sounds more like SPL's original hardware than ever. Demo audio for SPL DeVerb Plus. The DeVerb Plus micro plugs employs the same processing technique as the Transient Designer Plus. SPL's differential envelope technology. Okay. As you can tell, it works quite well. However, by the time you get over the -24, it does get kind of mushy. And it really doesn't sound really worth the lick, cranked all the way up to -24. However, I normally do pull this up to about -12. But if I happen to want to need to push that some more, pulling on up, say, like -16 here, which I do happen to use a lot of times. I'm using like a lav mic. For example, I recorded this demo audio here with my Rode, Smart Lab Plus running to my little Zoom H1. By pulling the dry wet mix up here to introduce, say, about 70% wet, I guess, and it's about that nature. I know between right here and right here is normally where I set it. Actually, it's 16 actually sounds pretty decent. So let me play this now.
Dynamic processing with a level-independent method. And now the de-verb sounds more like SPL's original hardware than ever. Demo audio for SPL DeVerb Plus. The de-verb Plus micro plug.
Let me cut it on and off. You can tell the difference.
Technique as the Transient Designer Plus. SPL's differential envelope technology revolutionized dynamic processing with a level-independent method. And now the de-verb sounds more like SPL's original hardware than ever. Demo audio for SPL DeVerb Plus. The de-verb Plus micro plugs employs the same processing technique as the Transient Designer Plus. SPL's differential envelope technology revolutionized dynamic processing with a level-independent method.
Okay, as you can tell, that actually sounds quite well. It actually does quite a good job there. Now, like I said, I have another setting here. It was -12 for the full wet mix here. A reminder, wet means that the plug-in is fully processed signals going through. There is none of the unprocessed signal going through. Let me play this some more.
And now the de-verb sounds more like SPL's
like I said, this is at -12.
Demo audio for SPL DeVerb Plus. The de-verb Plus micro plugs employs the same processing technique as the Transient Designer Plus. SPL's differential envelope technology revolutionized dynamic processing with a level-independent method. And now the de-verb sounds more like SPL's original hardware than ever.
As you can tell, it works quite well, and it's fairly transparent. The only thing it's really removing is the echo, the sustain at the end of the signal and everything. So you're not getting trying to chop up or remush, I guess you could say, your audio. Not trying to get really make your audio sound muddied up, which a lot of plugins do. So yeah, I use this a lot when I need to. I don't use it when I don't need to. However, I find it very useful. Like I said, when you're in an environment and you just have a lot of echo and that reverb, which I find very annoying, and especially when it's distracting and takes away from the actual audio. Now, that said, how good is SPL DeVerb compared to something like RX7 from Isotope, the de-verb plugin they have? Well, let's find out. Okay, everybody. Well, now I have SPL DeVerb opened up on audio track 1 and RX7 de-verb opened up on track 2 here. So yeah, I have two identical tracks. I really wanted to play the difference between the two. And both of these are set at -12 reduction and at their default values. And I'll let you hear the difference and you decide which one you think is the best. So first, let me play the SPL DeVerb one.
Demo audio for SPL DeVerb Plus. The DeVerb Plus micro plugs employs the same processing technique as the Transient Designer Plus. SPL's differential envelope technology revolutionized dynamic processing with a level-independent method. And now the de-verb sounds more like SPL's original hardware than ever.
Okay. So now let's mute that track and actually play audio track 2 and let you hear this one through RX7 de-reverb.
Demo audio for SPL DeVerb Plus. The DeVerb Plus micro plugs employs the same processing technique as the Transient Designer Plus. SPL's differential envelope technology revolutionized dynamic processing with a level-independent method. And now the de-verb sounds more like SPL's original hardware than ever.
Okay. Now, me personally, I think the RX7, sounds more overprocessed. It does feel like it is actually removing a little bit more of the echo out, but not in a way I would find appealing or pleasant on the ears. It just sounds very overprocessed. So let me kind of bounce between these two now and let you hear the difference.
Demo audio for SPL DeVerb Plus.
Doing RX7.
The DeVerb Plus micro plugs employs the
now
same
let's switch over to SPL.
as the Transient Designer Plus. SPL's differential envelope technology revolutionized dynamic processing with a level-independent method. And now more like SPL's original hardware than ever. Demo audio for SPL DeVerb Plus. The de-verb Plus micro plugs employs the same processing technique as the Transient Designer Plus. SPL's differential envelope technology revolutionized dynamic processing with a level-independent method. And now the de-verb sounds more like SPL's original hardware than ever.
Okay. So yeah, this is going to be really up to you to decide which one you think sounds best. Me personally, like I said, I have RX-7 standard. I already purchased all those, but I had a SPL DeVerb for many, many years now. I bought it even back when I was using Final Cut, and at the time I purchased it, it was $69. Of course, I think at the current price it's around $49 US dollars. Of course, you can get off plug-in alliance, but even though it looks more simple, it was like it would do less. I don't know. To me, it doesn't sound like it over processes the audio. It just kind of just takes out that sustain that would most people would find annoying in your audio. So yeah, it's totally up to you. Like I said, let me play the audio one more time using the setting that I would normally use, say like a 30% dry mix, which is good 70% wet, about where it is right here, and negative 16, which is kind of heavy. Sometimes when I need to go up that high. So let me play that back and forth for you.
Demo audio for SPL DeVerb Plus. The DeVerb Plus micro plugs employs the same processing technique as the Transient Designer Plus. SPL's differential envelope technology revolutionized dynamic processing with a level-independent method. And now the de-verb sounds more like SPL's original hardware than ever.
Yeah, it sounds pretty decent. So yeah, there isn't a whole lot going on in this plugin. Said you have a limit gain that you can apply if you need to. You can read the manual on it. Just click the little question mark down the bottom and bring up the manual. And like I said, you have the output gain. It's simple. And I really do like it. I think it works great. And I think for as simple as it is, I actually recommend it over the RX-7 de-reverb. Because a lot of RX-7 stuff, isotope stuff sounds really, really great. And works really, really well. Especially when you good value when you can get them on sale like I did recently. But if you're just needing a de-reverb plug-in, to me, SPL DeVerb Plus just sounds better. So anyway, I thought I'd kind of do a review of it. Since it's a plugin that I use, especially when I use my lav mics and stuff, or I'm recording another part of my, little small studio office here that isn't treated very well, and I really just like the way it sounds. So anyway, it's like I said, it's up to you. I like it. Part of what I use, and I thought I'd recommend it to everybody. Of course, I'm not being paid to make this review, though. Just thought I'd give a good, honest review on it. Okay, everyone. Well, SPL DeVerb Plus, I think it works really quite well. It doesn't remove everything from the audio, but it does help remove a lot of sustain, the really annoying parts of the echo. And to me, it does it in a way that sounds more natural. Whereas, like, RX-7, it just sounds like it overly processes it too much. Now, like I said, it's really up to you which one you like the best. That's why I kind of want to compare them, since they're like, SPL's been out for quite a while. RX-7's from Isotope's also been out for a while. Of course, you had RX-6 and RX-5 before it, but yeah, it's supposed to be one of the really good ones. I thought I would do a comparison, let you decide which one you think works the best for you. So anyway, if you're interested in it, do check the links down in the description below. And of course, Plug-in Alliance doesn't pay me to make any of these videos and stuff. So if you do want to help support this channel and stuff, you can consider becoming a Patreon. Links to that's down in the description below too. Or you can also, if you're interested in A Shampoo Backup Pro 14, links for it's down in the description below too. Of course, I am an affiliate with A Shampoo, and purchasing A Shampoo products using my affiliate links does help support this channel. Let me get that out correctly. So anyway, everyone, I hope you enjoyed this little demo review. If you do, how about give me a thumbs up? Thumbs up so is highly appreciated. And if you're not a subscriber to my channel yet, please take the time to subscribe. Subscribing is free. It's for you. I let you know when I release more videos. Until next time, everybody, thank you for watching.